this movie didn't go to theaters because I would have loved to hear the audience reactions, because this movie is hilarious. But on the other hand, I'm kind of glad it didn't go to theaters because I would have annoyed the audience by how loud and hard I was laughing throughout this film. My word, this is not only the funniest movie I've seen this year, it's also quite possibly the smartest, at least in terms of the humor. This is a movie that proves you don't need to be crass, you don't need innuendo, you don't need profanity to be funny. You can still be really clean and still be really smart and really funny. But while this is technically a family-friendly film, it is definitely aimed more towards adults. And again, I don't mean it's inappropriate in any way. It's just that I don't think there's a single joke in this movie that kids will get. This is sort of like all the humor of the Lego movies, but it leans more towards like satire and parody. You know, every joke in this movie is about Hollywood selling out, washed-up actors, meta humor, just things kids aren't going to get because they're not in on the joke. They're not going to get what they're satirizing. They're not going to get what they're parodying. You know, this is the kind of movie that you need to watch twice. Once for the actual plot and the dialogue, and then once you've seen it, go back and watch it again a second time so you can pause throughout the movie to get all the background jokes and cameos, because there are so many. There are so many, and they are so good. You know, the YouTubers who make videos that point out background Easter eggs or references, they're going to have an absolute buffet with this movie making those videos. So in terms of plot, it does have a few similarities to the Roger Rabbit movie. You know, the idea that cartoons are actors and the villain is coming after them and things like that, but that's sort of the base of it. It's also wildly different. It isn't like a beat-for-beat Roger Rabbit, it just kind of has that template, but it's also very much its own thing. It very much stands out on its own. And also, do you need to watch the Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers show and understand the movie? No. You'll definitely appreciate it more, but you can go into this not having seen a single episode and still get a kick out of it, because they know the majority of people are going to watch this are probably not 90s kids. But if you are a 90s kid who watched the show, yeah, you're going to get more out of it. But this movie is very much aimed at everybody. Everybody's going to get something out of this movie, whether that be the meta humor, whether that be the Easter eggs, whether that just be the actors, the comedy. It's very smartly written. It's very much a love letter to animation. It's a love letter to 90s kids who grew up with the show. It's brilliantly satirized, and it's great for the whole family. Everyone, regardless of age, can get a kick out of it. It's absolutely hilarious. I highly recommend it. I'd give Chip 'n Dale the Rescue Rangers movie a plus 10 out of 10 and a 5 out of 5 stars.